Hello there, I'm Glenn Lavender. Today I'm going to be showing you the new, about to be released, Tamron 11-20mm lens for Sony a6000 series cameras, for the APS-C size cameras. In 35mm lens terms, that's about a 16mm to 30mm. So it's a super sweet wide angle lens from Tamron. As you can see, size-wise, it's beautifully small. 67mm filter thread, so it's very accessible for all your filters. Super lightweight, so I even dropped it, and it's still so lightweight. And what I think I like the most about the lightweight and size is it actually balances really well on the camera. Now, if you've ever used some of the other lenses out there on the market for these small bodied cameras, they can sometimes feel really sort of top heavy and weighted down at the front. This is really well balanced and really comfortable to use. I guess the main competitor for the new Tamron 11-20 is probably Sony's 10 to 18mm lens. So the Sony's tiny bit wider, the Tamron's a little bit closer on the 20mm end, but probably the big difference is the 2.8 on the Tamron versus the f4 on the Sony. So if you're doing your astro work, low light photography, or anything where you want a little bit faster shutter speed, a lens that opens up to 2.8 is going to give you a little added advantage. So I've been lucky enough to be shooting with this lens for about the last 4 or 5 weeks, and I've probably put in about 120 hours of shooting with it, traveled several thousand kilometers doing landscapes, macro, portraits. So here's a few observations. It's incredibly fast focusing. So if you photograph moving objects, I was shooting some dogs the other day down the beach. They were running towards me from only about 3 or 4 feet away, and the lens kept up really, really well. It's got incredible close focus. So at 11mm, you can focus pretty much right up to the lens hood, which of course leaves a little bit of shadow. So you just take the hood off when you'll be doing that, and you can photograph really, really close. And 11mm at 2.8 from that close gives you a really good minimal depth of focus and a beautiful out of focus blur in the background. So you get some really good creative shots from that unique angle. One of my favorite styles to photograph in is ultra wide, using 15, 16mm lenses. I just love the perspective and the viewpoint it gives you. It changes the way the world looks, and to me, that's always a great thing. If you can see the world differently when you pull the camera to your face, it gives you a lot of joy when you're out photographing. So I've had a ton of fun photographing with this the last few weeks. I'm amazed that this super small camera and lens in my big hands has felt really, really comfortable. For many years, I've sort of been reticent to try the small cameras because I've got big hands. I love using my big heavy Canon cameras because they fit in my hands well. But funnily enough, after a month of shooting with this, I went to pick up my Canon the other day, almost forgot how to use it, and I cursed the fact that it didn't have a flexible screen. So I'm really enjoying shooting with these small cameras, with these beautiful lightweight lenses. It makes you more mobile. The viewpoint's fabulous, so it really changes the way you look, and its ability to focus close can maybe change the way you photograph completely. So definitely give it a look. Go give it a test in your local camera store. The Tamron 11-20mm lens, I'm sure it's going to be out pretty soon.